Welcome to lesson number 4, nose manuals while moving. Today's focus is on understanding the ground. And the goal for today is to be able to turn both directions while holding a nose manual. We have 4 skills set up for you today to reach that goal. The first skill is understanding inclines and declines. So let's move over to where the skate park drains again off the side of the park. To set up this skill, go to a place where there's a super slight decline, hop on the board, quickly get into a nose manual, and feel yourself start to roll forward. The odds are that your back wheels are gonna hit the ground. To complete this drill, I want you to start stopped and let yourself move while holding the nose manual. I want you to practice this 5 times. Again, we can't think, oh, my nose manuals were working and now they're not. Maybe they work while you're standing still, but as soon as you start moving, now you're over the back trucks. Think about what that means and think about how we can change that. We can first focus on finding the position we like and then move your head a little bit more forward as you start moving forward. Manuals are dynamic. You have to predict the ground and understand that as you start moving forward, you're gonna have to push your balance forward a little bit. We're gonna do the same thing, but stopping. So go at a slow speed, hold a manual until you come to a complete stop 5 times. If you really get this down, now you'll be able to switch manual on the way out using all the same fundamentals that we built just from our nose manuals. The hardest part about learning manuals is remembering to practice it. For skill number 2, I want you to do a nose manual and turn backside. And I want you to do a nose manual and turn front side. Do each direction 10 to 20 times or until they feel comfortable. In general, front side is a lot easier. So we're gonna start with that. If you can hold the nose manual at all and face your chest towards where you're going, it's gonna turn front side, and the odds are it's gonna turn very sharp. So you have to move very little to turn a lot. Usually, it's enough to look where you wanna go to be able to turn front side. A lot of times, it's harder to stop turning than it is to start. Nose manuals are just likely to turn super sharp because you're balancing over the lead trucks. Turning backside is quite difficult. And this is because we go from balancing in a nose manual position, right, that we know and love, to balancing in a fakie manual position. And you know how different these are from the last lesson we did. So to turn backside, I want you just to hold a nose manual and close off your shoulders and just let your wheels turn. A small movement with your shoulders will feel like a lot, and I understand that it will be difficult to balance through that portion at first. The main adjustment that you have to make when you're turning backside is you'll have to lift up your back leg more as you're closing off your shoulders. So just know that those 2 things are connected. As you square up and close off your shoulders, you'll have to bend your back leg more, and as you open up, you can extend it a bit more. But you can always find the answer to that question by paying attention to which bail you're having. Go, okay, whenever I try to turn backside, my back wheels end up on the ground. Okay, lift your back leg, move the board, get your head out in front. Make that adjustment as you're initiating the turn, should solve it. For skill number 3, we're gonna be doing a G turn. And I want you to do this 10 times. One of the benefits of balancing on the front trucks is it makes it really easy to turn sharp. But that doesn't mean it's easy to balance all the way through it. So what I want you to do is ease into the turn by leaning off front side, just like you would for a regular turn. I want you to add rotation with your body as you're turning. And then just wait. That turning radius will get tighter and tighter, and as soon as you feel it lock into one spot, you'll feel your back wheels fly around the corner. It's actually quite fun. We want to build a good feel for G-turns because that's going to help us find our limit when you're turning in a nose manual in general. And honestly, it's too fun not to do. And while you're learning how to turn, it's probably going to happen to you anyways, so we might as well use this as a learning opportunity. As a bonus skill, you can try this backside. It's not required because it's quite difficult and feels a bit awkward, but it's fun to do. For skill number 4, we're gonna do a straight nose manual and 180 out, both directions. I want you to do both directions like 25 times. The reason I like this so much is because you can turn your entire body all the way around while you're holding the nose manual and then step forward. This will give you such a good sense of how rotating works, the difference between turning and rotating, and honestly, there's something satisfying about holding a long nose manual and just knowing that you have a 180 preloaded that's ready whenever you want. This is gonna be a lot easier front side because, I mean, that's how we practice nose manuals. You face forward, this is how our body's set up. Our shoulders, it's really easy to open our shoulders up. Backside is gonna be a little bit more difficult, but man, is it so useful to practice. So what I want you to do is as you're holding the nose manual, just send your upper body around backside really slowly. And then once you feel like you're gonna lose your balance, quickly throw your back foot around the corner. The further you can balance into that backside rotation, the easier the 180 out will be. Let's connect this to lesson 3, skill number 4, because we practiced nose manuals while facing switch. So we're gonna tap into that skill a little bit, where you can start this in a nose manual, and then it turns into a fakie manual, and then it comes out. Use these 4 skills to practice nose manuals and be able to turn both directions.